Hey guys, this is Finley. This is a quick follow-up video on the connector effects I've been creating using Framer. So let's dive into it. So basically here, you can see these two stacks, node, anything you would like to call them, are connected together. The video is perfect, functioning, and you could drag while it's playing at the same time. Okay. And the canvas is draggable. Basically, it's the same experience or similar experience like Miro. You might be familiar with that, or Figma. And let me quickly show you how I achieve this. So the key is code override. So under assets, you will see code here. And what you're going to do is to create a new code file. And you want to do a new override, not a new component. As for like in component, you cannot, assign ID to each single one. And that doesn't help to track the location, link the connector to it. But I will get back to that. So that's all you need to do. Create a new override. And let me quickly show you my code here. Unfortunately, you still somehow have to code, but it's quite simple here. So basically what I've been doing here is to create a function called start node override and end node override. Basically, you can see them as anchor point, which you could assign different frames so that the connector know where to start and where to end. And then you might want to create this function called connector line. Basically, it's just draw the line. You can see it here. Just one thing I want to mention here is under style. The position style, I set it to fix because fix, what it does is to anchor the line, the SVG line we're going to draw to the viewport. And absolute, you're going to anchor the line to the parent. This is it. Okay. Back to normal. Now, all we need to do is to go to the layers, the frame, this little dot here, this is where we want to start. So under code overrides on the right panel, you can see it's automatically going to select for you the most recent file that you created. And I called it code, so that's good. And on the override, you might want to set to start node. And let's go to this GIF stack. Same thing, same dot. And you want to change the override to end node. So the line going to be drawn from the start to the end. And then I want to quickly show you the hierarchy I have for the draggable canvas. Here's the canvas container. This is just a habit I have. I always have this container stack or frame on top of everything. So this is a canvas frame. Basically, it's include and hold all the stacks, all the nodes, like MetaHuman, like the GIF, and everything. Those are good. And you want to create this new frame called line host. Basically, you're gonna act as a holder for connector line override. So what you're gonna do is wrap canvas and line host all together under the container, which is set to relative, with fix, width, and height as set as viewport. And that's perfect. So now everything's ready. But one thing you have to keep in mind is you want this line host underneath canvas, because you don't want this hovering above everything, which is going to ruin your interaction. Basically, I could quickly show you how. If you put it here on top of it, the drag is not working anymore because that's just a holder for the connecting lines. Okay, let's fix this, change the hierarchy, and boom. The drag is perfect. The lines are connected, and as you drag it, it keeps connected. Okay, that's all I want to cover in this video. I will keep working on this project in terms of UI, like the style of the line, the curve, the arrow. You might want to add a little arrow, the line. And also, I will keep working on it and make sure you could easily connect any elements, any stacks in the canvas. Because right now it's just from start to end. But I will keep working on this and share more in the future. All right. I'll see you next time.